Good morning, YouTube. It is Tuesday, and by Tuesday, I mean Wednesday, February 7th, off to a hot start. 2024, 9:09 a.m. Central Standard Time, 51 degrees in beautiful Dallas, Texas. We are close to 24 hours until the NBA trade deadline. I'm going live on Bleacher Report as of the time I'm live right now in 2 hours. I'm doing some Dallas Mavericks mock trades over there. I love doing more mock trades, even more than I've already done. So today we're cooking some up. We're chefing some up in the kitchen. So that's what we're doing today. I know you guys are so sick and tired of mock trades, except you're not. Everyone loves mock trades. So we're going to get into it, and we're going to try to concoct some beauties and some not beauties. I'm willing to go in there with some troll ones. So that's what we're cooking up. We got no time to waste. We have to get into it. We're obviously starting with, when you doing a top 100 players list, All-Star break. I need to start working on that now. Those Bleacher Report fans are going to fry you, man. Bring them on! I want to get fried by them. It's always so funny going live on Bleacher Report because literally, immediately, everyone's like, who the fuck are you? We hate you! Oh. The PJ Washington is now listed as out against the Raptors. Post at 8 p.m. Eastern time is going to hit like crack. That would hit like crack. Heroin even. Joel Moran would never. It's funny because I've talked with him about Bleacher Report streams, and he says the same thing. It's just like, yeah, I never read the chat in there. You guys should show up and send some troll messages. It would be kind of funny, like fun-hearted troll messages. All right, so in this hypothetical PJ Washington trade we're trying to cook up here, Josh Green and Richaun Holmes. Now, does Richaun Holmes have to be included in this? Could it be Markieff? Because again, it's a poison pill contract. $3 million from the Mavericks incoming. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, it has to be Richaun Holmes. Okay, never mind. It has to be Richaun Holmes. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, I do think the Mavericks would have to include seconds into this deal because of the Richaun Holmes contract. This one's tough. I'm really not convinced the Mavericks aren't giving up the better player here. Like, the more I look at this trade, I'm like, why exactly are the Mavericks including seconds in this trade? Why exactly are seconds being sent to Charlotte? Remove Green. I think Josh Green would almost have to be involved in this. Woj just said a trade should be made today. He said that yesterday. We are giving up the better player. X out the seconds. X out the seconds. We don't want to give up the seconds, Charlotte. You're going to have to reason with us, man. This is where you start negotiating. According to this stat, and this stat, we think we're giving up the better player in this deal. Now, the reason why we're doing it is because it just fits a bigger need for us. But we're not giving up seconds. You're going to have to level with us. Okay, that's fair. And you know what? Fuck you for even asking for seconds. You know what? For asking us to include seconds. You know what? Give me Nick Richards now. Well, are you sure? Have you actually watched Nick Richards play? He sucks. Yeah, I've watched Nick Richards play. He does suck. No one else has ever watched Nick Richards play. But just include him into this trade so I don't get screamed at on Bleacher Report. Oh, okay, sure. Okay, yeah, thank you. So now the problem is this puts the Mavericks over the luxury tax. And we have to ask ourselves, is that what they want? And the answer to that question is fuck no. I guarantee you they do not go over the luxury tax for something like this. Okay, no problem. Hey, we don't want to go over the luxury tax. Oh, okay. Well, what do you suggest? All right, we'll throw in Markieff Morris just so we can get under the luxury tax. Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead and throw him in. We don't care. We'll buy him out or something. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. All right, so now you see how the wheels start turning in negotiations. Boom, Markieff Morris. See ya. Okay, wait, now that we're thinking about it, we're giving up 2 like rotation players for us, and we're only really getting 1 back. We kind of do want the seconds now. Okay, see, so now that you're including a backup center for us, we will gladly give you the 2nd round pick. Okay, thank you very much. You have a deal, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Great doing business with you. And you guys see how these things start to roll, how the ball gets rolling on negotiation. Boom, 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 right? Mavericks skirt the luxury tax. They're $3.6 million below the luxury tax. They take on $3 million, so they do skirt it. The Hornets are doing this deal. The Hornets are doing this deal. Why exactly? Because they love Josh Green. That would have to be it. That would have to be it. Okay, let's go ahead and screenshot this one. Okay, boom, screenshot, and we'll save this one for the Bleacher Report stream. We'll save this one for the Bleacher Report stream. Okay, great job, guys. We're so proud of all of you. We're so proud of all of you. And by all of you, I mean me. I did the fucking heavy lifting here. Okay, save as a file. All right. Bleacher Report. All right. I logged onto my computer today, guys. I had 40 gigabytes free on my memory. Had to make some cuts. Does look like Josh Green's getting traded to me because Luka liked the tweet. Yes, I'm aware. I saw that. It doesn't mean shit. Okay. I'm gonna be brutal. I actually don't think I like this trade. I don't know if I'm kind of being reactionary and in the moment because Josh Green's been playing really well. I don't know if the Mavericks are getting the better player in this trade. They're getting somebody who fits a need better for them, and I guess they're getting a backup center in the process and getting off Rashawn Holmes money. I don't know. I'm actually really not sure. I think Josh Green would have some legit value in the league, especially a team like Charlotte who likes to play fast. Like whenever they're like healthy and going and playing and LaMelo's on the floor, they like to play quick. They like to get the ball up. They like to play in transition. And you know what? If I'm the Hornets moving forward, I'm using the Pacers kind of as a template for what we could do with we have a point guard who. Why exactly can't LaMelo do maybe not everything that Tyrese Halliburton does, but why can't we play something sort of similar to that? He's a great player, a great playmaker, great scorer, a great passer. You know, why can't we do that? Charlotte plays with next to no pace right now, but again, they've been like hurt all season, and LaMelo's barely fucking played. I'm interested to see like a couple years ago, whenever they were a play-in team, and LaMelo played for the majority of the season. I'm interested to see what their pace stats were then. They were the 3rd fastest team. Got out in transition 17% of the time. That was 3rd. So there you go. No. PJ's not going for first. You laugh in their face. You respond with, okay, are we getting Brandon Miller in exchange for this too, or something? Like what's the deal? Are we getting Mark Williams in return for this? Even then, I don't know if I would do that. All right, so there's trade numero uno. I guess I'll save this just in case. PJ to the Mavs. PJ to the Mavs. PJ to the Mavs. Failed. Fanspo, you make me want to fucking vomit. It doesn't fail, guys. It doesn't fail. All right. Should we go team by team? Let's do this real quick. Let's go team by team and look at each roster, because I was talking about this with Nick after we recorded. It's like the Mavs always do some strange trade that you don't expect and you don't see coming. So what's it going to be? Like who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Celtics, there's just no way. Cavs, probably not. Bucks. I'll include this just because I would want to briefly talk about it. All right. Boom. 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 Bobby Portis for Grant Williams. Now, I hate this trade. I don't give a shit. This trade sucks. Okay, if the Mavericks were dead set on doing this trade or moving Grant, this is it. You're not. No. We're not sending anything else. Take this or fucking leave it. Take this or leave it. Bucks said they would need more than just Grant. All right, then you say goodbye. And I'm still. I wouldn't even do this. I wouldn't even do this if I were the Mavericks, to be completely honest with you. I don't think you guys realize who Bobby Portis is. I don't think you guys realize. Okay. All right. Knicks, no. Sixers. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. They can't trade this year's first, can they? I don't believe that they can. Let me cook. Sixers get a shooter in Tim Hardaway Jr. Mavericks get Kyle Kuzma. Wizards get 2 first-round picks, as well as Jaden Hardy. Now, do the 76ers say yes to this? That's the one. That's the one. Mavericks say yes. Wizards say yes. Methinks. They don't. I think I agree. I think I do agree. That's a bad first, though. That's a bad first. How much of a contender do they think they are with no Embiid? Well, they do think Embiid might be coming back in a month. But also, Tim's under contract for next year. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Fine. Twitter notification? Woj, don't fucking tell. Woj, don't tell me. Don't tell me you just sent me a podcast link, Woj. No. Don't tell me you just sent me a podcast link. And God, let me cook. Via Toronto, Indy, Utah, or Cleveland. These picks are hilarious. What does this even mean? What does this even mean? Via Toronto, Indy, Utah, or Cleveland? Is it the best of, the worst of, the middle of? Okay. Trade to Wizards. Trade to Wizards. Trade to Wizards. And how about trade to Wizards? Okay. Now what? Now, is this a little bit more realistic? Huh? That 2027 first. That 2027 first is pretty fucking valuable. That's a valuable first right there. No, I don't think they would protect it. Is there another world where the Mavericks could maybe get a first for like a Josh Green? Someone think the Sixers say yes? 3 seconds and Marcus Morris for Timmy? Are the Sixers the only Tim Hardaway Jr. trade? Now that's a good question. That's a good question. Let's just kind of think about it off the top of our head. The Sixers are kind of an interesting fit. They need shooting. They're interested in Buddy Hield. They do have interest in Buddy Hield, who's expiring. Magic needs shooting. But is Tim Hardaway Jr. a Magic player? Miami? Little reunion there. Kind of makes it difficult for the contracts to work, though, I think. Chicago? Atlanta, no. Brooklyn, no. None of these tanking teams are trading anything of value for Tim. Thunder? They do need shooting. Tim Hardaway Jr. is in no way, shape, or form an Oklahoma City Thunder player. Minnesota? They don't got the pieces. Clippers? Don't really need them. Nuggets? Don't really need them. Kings? Don't see it. Pels? They've been interested in Tim in the past, but they got Jordan Hawkins. I don't see it. Phoenix? Don't got the assets. Lakers? The Knicks? Fournier and like maybe this year's first. Oh, wait. Oops. Do the Knicks say yes to this? I don't think so. I don't think they do. Maybe, because they get off Fournier and they get like a shooter and somebody who can score off the bench, which is kind of what they need. But yeah, if I'm them, I'm looking at, well, can I get Brogdon instead with this same exact package? Or like I'm willing to throw in Grimes to like get a better player than Tim. But maybe if I have to settle, maybe I can get Tim. I think this first. I don't think this first is too much because it's this upcoming draft. It's going to be in the 20s. Like, it's just. There's been a lot of reports that teams are like, we don't give a fuck about. Don't try to trade us first in this year's draft. We don't want them. Like, we actually don't want them. They're like negative assets. Tried Tim to the Heat. I think it makes it hard with the contracts. Yeah, Miami's like really hard to trade with because of their contract situations. They don't have like they don't have the contracts that make it make sense. Magic, he just doesn't strike me as an Orlando Magic player, to be honest with you. But there is like a Markelle Fultz. And maybe like a Denver first. Tim Hardaway Jr. and Hardy to Golden State Warriors. Wiggins in first. 2 seconds to Brooklyn. Doe and Royce to Dallas. To the Magic. The Sixers kind of make some sense to me. The Sixers one made some sense. We're spending way too much time on this deal. Where can the Mavericks get another pick? Where can the Mavericks get another pick to send to Washington? And what could be because the Kuzma stuff is interesting to me. These rumors have not gone away. These rumors have not gone away. And I feel like there's some interesting smoke there. There's some interesting smoke. Would the Knicks do that? I have no idea what Tim's value is. Like genuinely none. Because he's got a good chance to win Sixth Man of the Year. The Mavericks and the Knicks do have a history of working with one another. I'm just trying to figure out a way a Kuzma trade works. Nick Truman for Bruce Brown. Do they want another small guy? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if the Knicks would want Tim Hardaway Jr. Could the Magic get desperate enough for shooting? That's the ultimate question. So Tim Hardaway Jr. keeps getting rerouted in any deal. Yes, I think so. If the Mavericks would want to make a trade with the Wizards for Kuzma, they'd have to figure out a way to get another first-round pick somehow. What about potential Josh Green destination? Could Josh Green net you a first? The Warriors don't really have picks to throw around. You're underrating Tim's value? Am I? Yeah, but the Warriors aren't throwing first for Josh Green. Now I'm stressing this. Now I'm stressing this because there's a world in which there's a world where Twitter notification. Shams and Woj are really starting to piss me off. Okay, they're really starting to piss me the fuck off, and let me explain why. You guys can't wait until Friday to get these stupid fucking All-Star Weekend participants, reports out of the way. We don't care. We don't care who's participating in the skills challenge. 14 people are going to watch. We do not care at all. Okay? We do not care that Mac McClung's in the dunk contest. We don't care. We don't care that Obi Toppin and Benedict Mathurin, or Miles Turner and Benedict Mathurin and Tyrese Halliburton are in the skills competition. We don't give a shit. No one gives a shit. Wait until Friday. Wait until Friday. Oh, man. We think the Magic say yes to this? I'm kind of thinking about this now. Okay? Because it's the first round pick is the Denver first round pick next year. Probably not going to be good, but maybe actually there's really no chance that pick is good. So you're giving up a nothing pick and expiring for like a legit shooter. Well, Fultz is out of the picture entirely. Fultz is going to be in any trade that they do. But I think if they trade for a guard, they want it to be like a ball handling guard. Think Tyus Jones, think Brogdon, think D'Lo even. I don't think it'd want to be Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't think the Magic say yes to this, actually. I don't think the Magic say yes to this. So we go back. Knicks, I really doubt it. Why not, though? I mean, I do have some Nick fans in my life. You know, maybe I asked them, but yeah, maybe. Do they want his shooting and his shot making off the bench? Nah, man. We'll come back to this one. Let's get some other ones out of the way. We'll come back. We'll come back to the Kuzma one. We'll cook something else up. All right, we're just going team by team and looking. Pacers, is there a Jalen Smith pathway? Personally, I don't really think so. He's been playing really well there. I don't know why they would trade him, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that there's not like a real pairing here. Obi Toppin maybe, but I don't think he really does much for you. For the Mavericks. So Magic. There's some players that I think are interesting. I think like a Jonathan Isaac, right? But just a weird player to trade for a bunch of different reasons. Wendell Carter Jr. is off the table, I think, now. He's been playing much better lately. You know, that means Goga Batadze, is he somebody you could maybe get? But then it's like, what does that trade even look like? I don't really see it. I'd give up a lot for Suggs, yeah, but they're not going to say yes. Miami, I've already done the Miami things in my brain, some cost saving trades for them, some asset accumulation things for them. They're a weird team to trade with, I think. Bulls, you know, you do have the Drummond thing. Over under 15 trades to 1.5 trades today. I'm gonna go under. Yeah, could we do Drummond to the Mavs? He fits into a trade exception. And doing that would not make the Mavs go over the cap. Could they do, I don't know, 2 seconds? Why do the Bulls do this, though? Fanspo, according to sources, this 4-team trade will be finalized February 6th. Really? Huh. Now, maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. You know, see, here's the thing. In this trade right here, if I'm the Mavericks, I'm saying, wait, why can't I get Kuzma? Wait a second. Why can't I just get Kuzma? Because the only thing the Warriors are giving up to get Kuzma is Moses Moody in a first. A top 10 protected first. If I'm the Mavs, I'm saying, okay, what about just Tim Hardaway Jr. in a first? And Wiggins, yeah, but I'm saying, like, this is what the Wizards are getting in return. The only thing the Wizards are getting from the Warriors in return for Kuzma is Moses Moody in a first. So I'm saying, if I'm the Mavericks, I'm saying, okay, wait, can we not beat that? That's like a really shitty offer. Can I not beat that trade deal right there? I'd rather have Kuzma than Wiggins. Is this trade even worth showing? That 2026 first kind of valuable. Top 10 protected, though? Ugh, shit. Nets. I'm putting this in there. I don't care. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this in the Bleacher Report. Well, I'm just gonna troll. I'm gonna put this in the Bleacher Report. Who all do I have to include to make the contracts work? I'm farming. I'm farming engagements. How much more money do I need to save? All I have to do is include like Markieff Morris. Yep, there we go. There we go. There it is. Ben Simmons. Now the Mavericks do go over the luxury tax here for Ben Simmons. Oh, I don't want them to go over the luxury tax. Can we avoid that? Seth Curry, and do you have like a smaller expiring? Okay, here. How about this? I still think that they're a little bit over the luxury tax if they make this trade. With Tim Hardaway Jr., Sean Holmes, Seth Curry, Markieff Morris for Ben Simmons, and Dennis Smith Jr. Hey, man. Hey, we'll take the chance. Solid trade. Thanks, guys. Hey, if you guys are going to the Bleacher Report stream, whenever this trade pops up, everybody in the chat be like, this is an incredible trade. This is an incredible trade. Tim Cato said that Grant was the player the Mavs were looking to trade the most. Ben Simmons trade. Classic. Classic. Okay, let's get back to this trade. Jake Fisher, guest on podcast, says that there's still interest in Grant Williams around the league due to his defensive versatility. Oh, man. Okay. That does change some things. Then, in this potential Kuzma trade, could Grant Williams be the one who gets a first-round pick in return? That would be a little shocking to me. I really doubt it. But what teams? Indiana? I don't see that. I don't think I can't imagine. I just can't. I'm trying to think of the team that fits a lot for Grant. Milwaukee does make sense, but they don't have like picks. I feel like the Nuggets would be a really nice fit, but they don't really have much to give. Clippers would be an interesting fit. They don't have much to give either. Phoenix would be pretty interesting. They don't have much to give. Miami would be somewhat interesting. They don't really have a lot to give. Cavs make some sense. They don't have a lot to give. Knicks kind of makes some sense, but I don't think they have much to give. I'm just going back to this. Timmy to the Sixers. Jake Stein? Who is Jake Stein? There's a new Stein in town? Jake says Dallas is not looking to move Josh Green. They really don't want to put him on the table. Good. There's some posturing going on. I like it. Some public negotiating. This makes some sense to me. I'm going to be real. Trading Josh Green this year wouldn't be selling high because of the poison pill rule. I mean, how do we even know that it would be selling high? Like, the guy's 23 years old. What if he's just blossoming into a good player? Like, what if you're not selling high? What if you're not selling high? No, I would say yes if they wanted Omax. I don't know if this is enough for Kuzma. They'd have to be like really wanting to trade him. And I think it's kind of interesting because it's not like you're giving up too many valuable players like Timmy. Okay, like we need to replace Tim anyways, so get Tim out of here. Rashawn's contract, whatever. Hardy not gonna blossom here. Now you can make the argument that okay, well if you trade Tim, you kind of need Hardy, but and that 2027 first is kind of valuable. I don't think this is bad. The more I look at this, the more if I'm the Mavericks, like I think this is a fair enough trade that I don't think I need more. Sixers get involved just to tack on some more seconds. And they get some shooting and stuff off the bench. A guy who's kind of been there. And they can have next year when Embiid comes back. I think I cooked. Who let him cook? Is it possible to do this trade and still get PJ? I think so, yeah, probably. All right, so we've got a few trades to work with. What other teams do we got? Bulls, Hawks, Nets. All right, let's try to cook up a. So by say default my b-ball opinion to you. Okay, maybe I'm not the best source. You really want Kuzma, so I really want him. I hope you're right. I don't know if I would say I really want Kuzma. I think Kuzma is the best out of all of the possible trade targets, and I don't think Jeremy Grant. I think people sleep on Jeremy Grant. Like, I actually think Jeremy Grant is the best, but I really don't think he's getting traded. Cook up an absolutely insane trade, please. There is no insane trade to be made. Like, that's the thing. It was the Ben Simmons trade not good enough for you? It makes it difficult because the Mavs have. All right. The Mavs are really buddy buddy with Royce O'Neal. So let's just try to cook something up here. I mean, I mean, why are the Nets saying yes to this? Why are the Nets saying yes to this? Jaden Hardy and Cam Thomas next to each other? According to Mavs fans, Holmes an all-time great. That's true. Add Dennis Smith Jr. Why on earth are the Nets saying yes to this? Why on earth are the Nets saying yes? That's too much for Royce. Okay, what do you think? I don't think Jaden Hardy's value is high at all. I don't think Hardy's value is high whatsoever. And I don't see him blossoming with the Mavericks. To be honest with you, I do think the Nets say kick rocks. I don't think the Nets do this. So we're taking on a big deal for 2 shit seconds and Jaden Hardy. Like, okay. All right. Hardy has a better chance of blossoming with the Mavs than Green. I disagree. This is just what is this trade even accomplishing? What is this trade even accomplishing? I'm scrapping this one. I don't even see what this trade accomplishes. Raptors, anyone here? I mean, Pirtle. I mean, Bruce Brown. Don't really see it. Chris Boucher. Otto Porter Jr., Jalen McDaniels. It's hard. What about a backup center trade? Right here. Timmy and Holmes for Hayward. I don't think that what. So why would the Hornets give up an expiring contract for 2 shit? I hate that PJ Washington trade. I don't want to trade Josh Green. Honest to God, I don't. Could the Mavericks make like a PJ Washington for Grant Williams trade work? could we maybe work something out here? Could this maybe be something that we figure out? I mean, we'll throw in Jaden. You can have Jaden, and we'll throw in a couple seconds to make this one work. How about it? I think that I haven't done a complete 180 on Grant. I've held steady, and that I still think he could be a valuable player on this team. It's just weird right now. Why on the fucking earth are the Hornets saying yes to this? Now it was kind of reported that the Hornets were interested in Grant Williams in the offseason. But like why exactly would the Hornets do this? I'm trying to think. The only way it would make sense is if they really like Jaden Hardy. This is tough, man. This is why I don't get paid the big bucks. Let me just bum off of some other people's. Let me just bum off of some other people's. Mavs add to their defense. Squeeze me? That's Dallas. That's too much. It's too much. Mavs and Bucks making moves. He stole my whole fucking flow, man. He stole my whole flow. He stole my whole flow. Ben Simmons? Wait, are people just copying me now? Hilarious. No, I think the Mavericks were getting a first back in that trade. Oh wait, no. That trade, the Mavericks were getting Dorian Finney-Smith and shit, so it wasn't necessarily a first for. Hey, ain't no way the Mavericks are giving up a first for Bruce Brown. Ain't no fucking. I don't know, guys. I go live on Bleacher Report in an hour. I got damn near nothing. I've got nothing. I have nothing to give. I've got zilch. Okay, okay, true. I need to make a wigger. Absolutely. I need to make a wigger. Valanciunas, but like I don't get why the Pelicans do that without getting a center in return. Maybe if they make another trade somewhere else. I did do a Drummond one, but it's just like Caruso, too expensive. If the Lakers were losing, I'd definitely cook up a LeBron trade. Come on, LeBron, put your Maverick jersey on. Yeah, it's time to get it on. Yeah, come to Dallas. Come on, LeBron, put your Maverick jersey on. You better come to Dallas. So I've fluctuated back and forth. Wiggins for Tim. I don't want to do it. Can we just do Rashawn Holmes? No, I'm cool with Wiggins for Tim. Come on, LeBron. Put. Huh? I used to do this trade and it worked. Come to Dallas. You better come to Dallas. You better come. The Mavericks aren't going over the tax for Andrew Wiggins. Who else can we add into this trade? Oh, Seth Curry. Duh. That was a trade. For the reunion. Yeah. All right. No. You're going to give us some picks. Yeah, you're going to give us some picks. We watched the games. We know he's washed. Yep. Throw those motherfucking seconds. All right. Come on, Wiggins. Put your Dallas jersey on. Yeah, it's time to get it on. Come on, Andrew Wiggins. Tim Hardaway Jr. should Clay replacement. Boom. Boom. That easy. That easy. Boom. Tim Hardaway Jr. is your Clay Thompson replacement. Boom. 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 Okay, Pelicans. I mean, I don't. I just again, I don't get Valanciunas. They'd have to be getting a center in return, uh, and expirings. Like they're cheap. They're a cheap franchise. The Mavericks don't have those things. There's something here. I mean, I'm thinking along the lines. Xavier Tillman. I mean, for some seconds, like we didn't think. Like I don't think they would do that, but he is expiring, and they just traded Steven Adams. You know, like maybe they would do that. Would they do this? What the fuck is Xavier Tillman's value? JD Osman's interesting. I've seen some things though that he's like really valuable in that locker room. I would actually like JD Osman. I have no clue what to think about Xavier Tillman. Hustles. He's a center with a 44% true shooting. Am I reading that correctly? 44% true shooting. That is jarring. Is this even worth it for the Mavs? I mean, is this? I mean, what is his value? I have no idea. I have to go in the Grizzlies subreddit and just search Tillman and see what they're talking about in trades. I have no clue what to think about this one. I have no clue what to think. I want a trade that makes Omax a rotation guy. He's just not ready, I don't think, yet. Which is fine. Uh, just looking at it, it doesn't really look like it. They like him. They like him. They like Xavier Tillman. But they also liked Steven Adams. But maybe Steven Adams is just cooked. Maybe Steven Adams is cooked. Beef stew. Beef Stewington. Beef Stewington. What are we talking about here? He's on a poison pill. So wouldn't it have to be Rashawn? It makes trading difficult, but they're way under the tag. Failed. Cut 1.2 million from the Pistons incoming value. Okay, we can make something work. We can make something work. 1.2 million, you said? Gallinari can't get traded in this deal because he was just traded. Can we make something work? This already makes my tummy hurt. This already makes my tum tum hurt. Tim Hardaway Jr. for Stewart. He's 15 million, so Tim can work. Fanspo is just bad on poison pills. Okay. All right. All right. I can actually see a world where that makes some sense. 7.1 million. Receiving team will be $13 million. Fuck. This is why you don't see poison pills traded very often. It is actually very difficult to make trades work with poison pills. It's been a long time since one's been traded. It's been a long time since a poison pill contract's been traded because they are difficult to make work. No, RJ wasn't on a poison pill this year. RJ's making the full 30 this year, right? Has RJ's extension not even kicked in yet? There's no way. No, RJ's making 23 this year. It works. Fanspo doesn't work. I've done it a lot with Denny, and his trades fail too. Are you certain? Like, how are you so certain it works? Does it work on the ESPN trade machine? How is ESPN's trade machine so behind the curve? How have you guys not added picks? Like, genuinely, it would be so easy for you guys to do that. CBA Mavs put a whole article on this. So it would work. So, yeah, ESPN does say it is successful. So it doesn't work. So what the shite? So who do I believe? Who do I believe? Is ESPN right or is Fanspo right? How to trade Josh Green? Poison pill. Oh my god, there's so many numbers. My god, there's so many numbers, man. So many goddamn numbers. There's so many numbers. But for Rashawn, could it work? We're closer to making it work with Rashawn. But then it's like, which contract here? Kevin Knox? Kevin Knox has been pretty decent though. I don't see this working. I don't see a world where this works. I don't see a world where this works or makes sense for either squad. We're going to watch your Bleach Report appearance on Bleach Report. I don't see it working for Beef Stewington. Now I'll add one more. This will be my ideal Mavericks trade. This will be my ideal Mavericks trade. If I were calling the shots and this trade were possible, this is what I would personally like doing. Now, what all did I have to do to make this one work? Was it Timmy? Does that work contractually? Okay, it does. Mavericks way over the cap though, so we'll go ahead and send you Hardy as well. And maybe Markeith, just so we can get under the tax. Does that work still contractually? It does. Mavericks skirt the tax. You can have Hardy. You can have Tim Hardaway Jr. Reroute him. Do whatever the fuck you want. We'll give you a first unprotected. We'll give you a couple seconds. Let's send it in. Let's send it in. What do you want? I think the Wizards say go fuck yourself, but I'm also not entirely sure. Maybe the Wizards can reroute Tim Hardaway Jr. elsewhere for some added picks. Maybe we add the Sixers back into this mix here. Let's just do that really quickly. Let's just add the Sixers back into this mix. Make it just look a little bit more appealing. Sixers, boom. How about Marcus Morris to the Wizards? Tim Hardaway Jr., you're actually going to the Sixers in this process. And here's some second round picks. Okay. This is my favorite trade. I don't think it would happen. There we go. The Morris brothers reunite in Washington. Didn't they play there? One of them played there at least. Were they both on the Wizards at one point? Who was on the Wizards at one point? Was that Markieff? The Morris brothers had bounced around. Was that Markieff or Marcus who was on the Wizards? Markieff was. No, you're not adding Kuzma to this. Let's calm down. Hey, Markieff reunion. I think the Wizards tell you to go fuck yourself. I think the Sixers might do this if they want 10. The Mavericks would say yes. And if you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, well they traded a first round pick. Deni Avdija, I think, is going to be a star level role player, if that makes sense. He's sort of blossoming into that. And Deni Avdija, I'm sorry, Daniel Gafford's a really, really strong, capable backup big. Beef stew and Bojan for Tim Hardaway Jr. and Grant. Would you be concerned or happy if Nico is watching right now? Happy. Nico, let's lock it the fuck in. All right, let's lock it in. Let's focus up. Let's eat a good, healthy meal tonight. Let's wake up tomorrow. Let's maybe get a jog in. Let's maybe get a little sweat in. Clear our brains. Let's get a good night's sleep. Smoothies, fruits, greens. We need to be in the right headspace. Okay, no alcohol over the next 24 plus hours. Okay. Maybe a glass of red wine tonight just to sort of calm some nerves. Or you ought to go the other route and let's fucking do it. Let's get drunk. Let's do drugs. Let's really get active. Okay? We're either going nothing in between. Either let's get healthy, let's make sure that our mind is in the right place, and let's go, let's do it. Clear mind, full hearts, can't lose. Or let's get into it, you know? Yeah, let's trip. Let's do a little psychedelic. Let's get some liquid courage. One or the other. Nothing in between, okay? Deni Avdija player profile. I'm not familiar with his game. A very, very good defender, versatile defender who can defend a bunch of different positions. A three-point shooter who, career-wise, you look at his numbers, not great, but it's trending in the right direction. Very capable playmaker and passer. And could easily slot in at the 3. Could play the 4 for you as well. It's like legitimately big. It could guard a bunch of different positions. If his three-point shot, he is a member of the IDF, that is true. His three-point shot, if this year is real, is a huge, huge thing. Kyrie said Denny to Dallas is not going to happen because of the Kyrie Jew thing. That was never said by anybody, ever. Okay? Trade for Josh. Poison pill for poison pill. can't swap poison pills. This would make the Mavericks good. Luka, Kyrie, Denny. Now you emptied your coffers, but maybe you could still swing a Wiggins trade in this. Maybe you could still swing a Wiggins trade. Luka, Kyrie, Denny, Wiggins, and Lively. You're cooking with some fucking grease. You're cooking with fire. Nico! Yeah, I don't think the Wizards say yes to this, though. This is a problem that you run into. But hey, this is how trades happen, though. You're on the phone, you're talking about Kuzma. I don't know if we'll have the assets for it. We've tried to get another pick somewhere else. We just don't think it'll happen. What about Denny, though? Then you kind of start to have these conversations. One thing leads to another. Well, what about the original package we were offering for Kuzma, but maybe instead Denny and Gafford? And maybe the Wizards were having meetings. And they're like, oh, well, the Mavericks package for Kuzma, it's kind of interesting. They give us this. That 27 first could be really valuable. And then they start to talk themselves into it a little bit. And then maybe through that, they're like, we could do that. We could do Denny. We could do Denny and Gafford. We could do that. And that's how the ball gets rolling. I have to go. All right. I would say we made a lot of progress today, but I don't think we did.